We are back with the ending of the first quarter and soon the beginning of the second quarter. I'm Fast Talking Lady Mr. Pete. This is Pirate Radio Broadcast Madden 26 Football. Let's do some balling.
To throw is Leonard.
They got there in a hurry. Didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Leonard now on second down. That is incomplete.
And with an open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
That's not what I saw. Bobby J, be quiet. No, look. Bobby J, be quiet. He should have gone up there. Up where? He's hallucinating. Reading his comic books. No, look. He was wide open. Who's wide open? This guy right there. That's the Ravens, you weirdo, stupid, stinky. Sorry. But how about this guy, number 1? Doesn't look wide open to me. Bobby J, why are we paying attention to you?
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his third and 10. From the gun, here's Leonard. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Wallace now on the return. Moving forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. For no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 9. Now Leary. Now screen set up for Henry. Still on his feet, and he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
For the loss of a yard.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Colts 32-yard line.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it, second down and 12 to go.
Okay, let's take a look at the changing of the guard. Daniel Jones will be coming in for the Colts. And for the Ravens, Cooper Rush.
One of the tight ends motions right. He's got a big target back on very likely. He'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll run the sneak. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
To throw is right. Too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing is right. Throw complete to Likely. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing is right. He goes. DeForest Buckner. He gets in there for the sack, and it looks like the timeoff has not slowed him down one bit.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
On 4th down, out is the rookie Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's Gould on the return. Get across the 20, at the 22-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Jones. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll send a tight end in motion right. One is complete. What they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run him with Cole. He's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Motion the slot man left. He's going to be marked out down at the 5. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal? We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good, but penalty flag down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. after the touchdown to send this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts. 1st and 10.
Sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, here's Jones.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And so great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and that brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Short return, and that's where his team gets possession of the football. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Good for 29 yards.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Here's Rock. He's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge gain to cut into the deficit.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down.
You're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. It's going to be intercepted. The Ravens will take possession. They've got at their own 32.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. From the 43, here's second and 9. The tight end motioning left here. Here's a third down and 4.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to kick it away. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're trying to establish some tempo. Start this one with first and 10. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. It is incomplete.
I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in the coverage. Hopefully open up some defense.
First down, Indianapolis.
Let's go for the Colts. First down. A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Handoff. This is Hilton. Finding room across midfield. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
On the play. First down, Colts.
Quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
In some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
This changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw. Reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
It's preseason. It's obvious the Ravens are going to win. No, it's not. Yeah, man. It's not obvious. You're napping, the both of you. Grandpa's sound asleep. Bobby J, I don't know what he's doing. Do you all really want to watch the rest of the game? Not really. Of course not. I'm telling you, see? The Ravens are winning.
Oh, it's a win here for the Ravens as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
Well, Joe gets the upgrade. Congratulations, Joe. And there are no upgrades for the Ravens. So, we hope you enjoyed this preseason game. Good nights.